Well, let's talk about Qatar as well, of course, opening back up. We're just going through some of those details. What is the risk, though, that this breakthrough, though, could fall apart? Because Qatar hasn't really coughed up some of those 13 points that they said that they were essentially going to follow to allow this blockade to ease.
Yeah, I have to say, practical issues, real issues have intervened. We live in a world with enormous stresses. And the COVID crisis, in terms of the economic hits across this region and low oil price, has meant that there had to be a break. You can't have a break, a change in any circumstance whenever there's a problem until you recognize what these problems are, admit them, and then realize that it's insurmountable. It's a very practical solution to bring Qatar back into the fold. There'll still be some resistance behind the scenes. And I think we saw a little bit of that with the foreign minister of the Emirates in his statement yesterday, the day before. But travel has started, trade will recommence, the movement of goods. And in terms of domestic, regional and global perception of the region, it does help improve the overall perception of the region. It will help finance, it'll help raise capital, it'll help the stock markets, as some of which we've seen. And that's positive. It's positive for the capital market development. In my background for several decades, it will help.
Angus, before we let you go, just a quick one on Saudi Arabia. Obviously, this carbon-free city just announced by Mohammed bin Salman is the first mega project within the mega project, that $500 billion development that he's been planning now for years. When you think about this with regards to, as we say, the future of investment, the FII summit's coming up in just a couple of days, what kind of interest do you think that we're actually going to see from the international community, given that there's COVID?
First of all, it's a very, as you know, the biggest regional economy, very significant global economy, innovative now at last. I think, though, the focus upon real estate investment is almost a sideshow, although it makes a lot of noise. The issue is getting Saudis to work, having a long-term sustainable economy, and this project may be part of that. I like the green component enormously. The fact that you're trying to move people to the coast makes it easier for shipping, moving desalinated water. But the fact is you need more, and it's interesting that they're trying to bring more companies to Saudi Arabia. It's good to have regional competition. I think that the market this year might do relatively well in terms of change of perception of continuing positive developments in Saudi Arabia. So I like innovative solutions. This region needs a lot more of them. So we can be critical, but positively critical and constructive to try to make these solutions become real and encourage, at least in my view, investment, direct investment and indirect investment. So it's one part of an overall mosaic of positive changes.